Coming through with the strength in you. Dun 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 dun. Coming through with the strength in you. Hey boo. Hey, coming through with the strength in you. What it do, what it do. Coming through with the strength in you. You made it. Good job. Strength in you. Coming through. Strength in you. Coming through. Hey boo.
Hey, sugar, how you doing? Good morning, good morning. I don't know what's going on with my computer right now, but love me enough to give me a second and figure out what's going on with the situation. Cause I'm not a real producer. But I'm gonna turn my camera off and turn it back on, and I hope you still hear me and with me. Your girl Joy. Hey, it's a Monday. Happy Monday. I don't know what is happening right now, but just like life, you gotta embrace what it is. You know what I'm saying, and keep it pushing. And that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't know what's happening. So yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize with my whole heart. I just kind of want to, come out and start all over again. But today we talking about something that's real, real. And as soon as I finish this glitching out, we gonna get it together and talk about it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna leave the studio. This is not professional, but it's just me. So yay! Bear with a sister. I promise I'm gonna do better. I'm trying. Okay, let's see. Let's try. I'm gonna leave. Okay, I think it's their system. It's not even me. So this is disrespectful. I'm gonna have to complain to these people because they are messing up my show. And this was a good show. This is a good show. So I gotta figure out what's going on with this because this is really disrespectful. I might just talk about it and you might catch me in the black like we got it. But this is like an example of when life needs you to adapt to a situation that you wasn't quite prepared for. And it brings in the perfect word that we're talking about today, which is curse. Curses, breaking chains, getting things back to the norm. You know what I mean? It's a thing that we all experience. We all go through it. You know what I mean? We've all been through something that some degree make you feel like you cursed, whether it's drugs, whether it's um, deaths, whether it's uh, illnesses. We've all been through some. When you see and you think about a curse, Webster defines curse as a solemn utterance intended to invoke a supernatural power to inflict harm or punishment on someone or something. And when you think about that in real life, it's like the curses that we're talking about today, breaking chains, a supernatural energy that's trying to break somebody. We've been through it. A lot of us have experienced drug addict parents. We've experienced sexual encounters from people we thought was family. We've experienced our bodies turning on us. We've experienced friends that's not the best friends, you know what I'm saying? But it leaves a different imprint on your life. Now, let me try y'all. I'm going to try to see if I can get this beauty again. I don't know. I still can't see myself. I hope you can see me. So I'm just gonna leave my camera on and hope that you can see me. But yeah, we're just gonna talk about breaking chains today. I can't let the rest of my crew in, y'all, because honestly, they ass ain't here. Give a shout out to Wisdom. He had a doctor's appointment. And shout out to my girl Courage. I'm not sure what's going on, but I wish you the best, baby, and I hope everything is well. And because it's just me and my beautiful audience, I would love and encourage you guys to ask questions and let us be able to answer them for you. Well, let me do my best to answer them for you, because I would talk about my own personal experience with breaking chains in my own life. Um, I grew up in a drug infested household. And for a long time, I felt like I was cursed. And I was like, my kids is gonna get this same treatment because this is all I know. And I was afraid for them. But the older I get, the more I'm realizing that it's not a curse. Everything that we've been through, even with the drug infested parents, has given me a little bit extra strength to get through my stroke stuff. You know what I'm saying? So every little thing that you've ever experienced, whether it's drug infested parents, because you got to remember, the parents that was like that, they did what came natural to them because of their own hurt. We don't know what they've been through. You know what I mean? But we know they've been through some. Wait, I see a lot of stuff popping up. Hold on, y'all. I love y'all. Hey, Salute Boo. How are you, honey love? You can see me? Yes, I'm happy. Okay, I don't know why I can't see my own self, but I hope I'm cute. Hey, Jeff Boo. He said, hey, Salute. Oh, y'all already see? I'm so late. Okay. Okay, Jeff. Thank you, sugar. So this is interesting. Hey, Maggie, honey love. Thank you, baby. I encourage y'all to ask questions, like post your own parts that you want people to know. Because again, none of us are alone. We got some chains we got to break. And everybody uses stuff and they be like, oh, well, I'm like this because of what happened to me, blah, blah, blah. And let me rephrase that. It's not really a blah, 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 because it's your experience. So it's not a blah, blah, blah. We heard from something, right? And the thing is, these chains we break in from these hidden secrets, that's a whole nother show that's coming soon. But families got these secrets, and that's the part that leave curses on people, because when you don't know better, you can't do better. So we don't have the opportunity if nobody's taught us. And if you're afraid of the things you've been through, how can you teach somebody that it's okay to go through things and that you can get through it, you know? So it's important that you don't accept what may be considered as a curse. Yes, ma'am, Maggie, we've definitely been prepared all our lives. But it is a good thing, honey. And the only reason it's a good thing is because nothing in this world can stop you now. You've been through so much. You've survived secrets, you've survived incidents, you've survived traumas, you've just been surviving. But all while you've been surviving, it's been training you to live. It's been teaching you that you're stronger than what you've been through. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful tragedies and things. It's beautiful tragedies. And again, everything ain't a curse. Like this stroke thing, I thought it was a curse, but I was able to reinvent myself. The molestations and the stuff that I've been through, I used to think it was a curse, but I can't teach nobody else if I have no experience, right? So that's what it's about. Shining light and sharing your experience, because we all go through it. We all go through something. But everybody's so afraid to call a thing a thing. And it's like, just put it out there, because you're not the only one who's going through it. It just looks different depending on who wearing it. It's just like outfits, right? We can all have the same outfit on, but we're gonna rock it different because the way you shaped, the way you carry yourself with either confidence or no confidence, like the the energy that comes through that outfit is all the same. And it's important that we accept each other and help one another and stop being so busy to say, that ain't my life, that ain't my problem. Well, you got to remember, chains can't get broken if ain't nobody help pull them. It takes somebody on each side to get the chain to break. It ain't going to break by itself. And that's why everybody needs to know everybody needs somebody. It's easier said than done to tell somebody, get over it, or you be all right. No, because some people won't be all right. It takes for us to give them that extra strength to help break those chains, because those some strong chains. Because you got to remember, when it's been passed down from generation to generation to generation, the bond, it gets stronger. That chain gets even stronger. So it's important that we help each other. I know a lot of people be like, she's so fake. Ain't nobody positive like that all the time. I try to be. It ain't gonna come easy. But like we always say, everything takes practice. Everything takes practice. Hey, Jocelyn Boo, how you doing, honey love? It's just your girl on the scene today. I hope all is well, y'all. And I'm hoping that through me being positive and being open enough to share me in the rawest form that I can possibly have, you're gonna catch me some days, and yeah, I'm always smiling because I'm joy. That's the one thing ain't gonna never go nowhere. But you're gonna catch me on some days where I'm hot, and you're gonna catch some things out this mouth because this tongue will cut you like a knife. I'm human. Then you're gonna catch other days where I'm crying and I'm like, I'm tired. But it's still not a curse. It's a chain that I choose to break every day. When I help somebody, or when I choose to smile, or when I see a stranger and I'm just, how you doing? It's little things, right? And everything is about perception. So if you're one of those people and you've been molested, or you've been in a drug trap house, let's just call it that, a trap house, or you lost a lot of people repeatedly, don't look at it as a curse. Look at it as something that is shining your light on your strength. Because a lot of people can't do what we do the way we do it. So, I know when my shackles broke, I didn't stick around to play with them. I know that's right. Look what you said. What you said, because listen, hey, love you. Hey, Novena. But no, seriously, y'all. Everything is about perception, and everything isn't a curse. I personally don't believe nothing is a curse. I used to feel like things was a curse because we all got these chains. You know what I'm saying? We all got these chains, whether it's around your neck, whether it's around your ankle, around your wrist, around your finger. It don't matter. Chains look different for everybody. And if you ain't happy with whatever chains you got, you need to break them chains. Even if they're family chains, because you got to remember, it's a choice. Once you become an adult, you get to choose your family. You get to choose who you want to interact in your life. So the things that possibly cursed your family before, you might need to remove from your life, because it's an unnecessary energy. It's an unnecessary stress. And it brings the main thing I'm going through. Stress brings strokes. And don't nobody need that. I wouldn't wish this on the enemy, because this is a daily struggle to go to the bathroom, to all that. So I ain't going to even go with that. But the point is, chains are meant to be broken. Wounds are meant to heal. Hearts are meant to grow. Because we're meant to love one another and be that village. Lift one another up. And not because somebody's watching, but because it's what you're supposed to do. So you can learn a lot about a person by the way their kids act. If you got some terrible children, you probably should look yourself in the mirror. And I ain't even being funny. I ain't being judgmental. I ain't being none of that. I'm speaking facts. Children are a product of their environment. I was that very child, a product of my environment. That's why it was so easy for me to smoke cigarettes and drink. And only thing I didn't do was the drugs, because I was afraid. My mama died from it. I was afraid. But other than that, I was a product of my environment. And until I got grown, there was no choices for me. Well, at least I didn't know I had a choice. So if you're a young adult and you're watching this, know that you have a choice. You don't have to do what they did to you. The only way to break those chains is to, number one, acknowledge those chains. Yes, Lou, spread love, kindness, and joy. Yes, ma'am. But it's that now that is easier said than done. Because, like I said, you're going to have human moments and people, grind your gears. But everything is about choice. Even as a child, honey love, it's about choice. You don't have to be who they are. Choose to do better. I tell my kids all the time, I'm raising you to be better than me. I don't want you like me. I had to struggle too hard just to get here. But that's because I had to choose to break those chains. And it only took me to 40. I mean, technically I wasn't 40 yet, but I am now. And it looks different. And when you embrace things, it starts to look a little different. And your perspective changes. And then it's no longer a curse. And then you realize that's been strengthening me all this time. That's been reminding me that there's absolutely nothing in this world that I can't do, because look at what I've already been through. Look at what I've accomplished. Look what I'm still accomplishing. These things ain't going nowhere. They are reminders that you are great, you are awesome, and you can break chains. It just won't come easy. But nobody said it would. On almost every live I've ever done, I've always said it. Anything in this life worth having will be hard. If you're a parent, you know exactly what I mean. Listen, they ain't here, so I can say it. Them little MFers. No, but for real. Parenting is hard work. But when you see the end result of what you've created and what you've taught, and you see it in the works, you watch your child thrive. You feel a sense of, a sense of overjoy that you've never felt because you did that. And it's the same thing with the chains in your life. Once you break them and you change your perspective, because can't nothing make you negative and mean, make you do something that you don't usually do. It's not because of what you've been through. No, it's a choice. You make a choice to be who you are. You make a choice to accept whatever it is you want to accept. You make choices every day. And nobody said they was going to come easy. We was all stupid when we was like, oh, I can't wait till I'm grown and get the hell out this house. We was all stupid. Because I know right now I'm mad at myself every time I gotta pay a bill. I'm mad at myself. Yes, we have choices, honey. But I am mad at myself every time, y'all. Like, oh my God. I was really set tripping. Like, I wanted bills. I wanted my own place. I wanted to be on my own. If I can go back in time, because the older we get, the more you realize time waits on nobody. So either you're going to let your chains hold you down and stop you from elevating your life, or you're going to make a choice every day. Because literally every day is a choice, just like every day takes practice. Everything you do takes practice. Smiling every day. If you're used to being mad about something, it takes practice. Take them chains, man. Break them chains. If you used to cussing people out, break them chains. Don't give nobody power to make you be out of your character. If you want to lose weight, but exercising is hard, chains, break them. They not meant for you. We've all been chained up in some sort of way long enough. It's so time to break these chains. People be like, oh, this is just an example too. They be like, I'm big because I've been big all my life. Don't get me wrong. It's some thickums out that is just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And then there are some that make a choice every day to use that as a crutch. Because that's what a curse is a crutch. It's a crutch to keep you down, to tell you what you can't do because somebody that chained you up. And that's why I say we still slaves. That don't mean physically with the white man. And I don't never mean that. When I say we slaves to our own mind. We slaves to our own thoughts. We slaves to our own understanding. We slaves to our own humanity. We just slaves. And it's because we refuse to open up our minds and, number one, acknowledge that to some degree, we're all, and that's including myself. I never exclude myself from nothing that I'm saying to you. We're all slaves. And we have to make choices every day to break those chains. You choose every day if you want to be happy. You choose every day if you want to give back. You choose every day if you want them chains to go away. Again, I'm going to repeat it and repeat it and repeat it with a smile on my face. It ain't going to come easy. I can guarantee you, as soon as you say, I'm going to do better at this, I'm going to do better at that, life gonna test you. How much better are you really going to do? Can you be better? What you have to offer? Because now I'm about to test you and throw everything at you that you said you're not going to do. You said you ain't going to smoke no more cigarettes? Somebody going to buy you a pack and just bring it to you. You said you ain't going to have no drink? Somebody going to want to come celebrate. How you going to handle that? Because you can do all things without participating in those things that you feel like cursed you. And the only reason I'm using things like cigarettes and alcohol and things of that nature, because all curses are not sexual curses or drug curses or just poor family curses. There's a lot of family curses that's not really curses. They just things again to help you see your strength, to help you realize your light, for you to know that you can do it. You can break those chains. You have every capability in the world. And the only thing that's changing you is perception. Yes, sir. We are slaves to our own cognitive distortions. I agree with that 100%. And a lot of times we create things in our head. And we've created it for so long that we believe it. You know that? You've said so many things negative in your head for so long that you naturally believe it. That don't make it true. That just means that's your truth because that's what you're choosing to believe. Like, I choose to believe that my stroke was the best thing that ever happened to me. I choose to believe that if my mom was still alive and lived past my age of 10 years old, I wouldn't have turned out like this. I would have turned out different because my mama was a thug. I ain't being funny. I'm dead, like, for real, for real. Cynthia was a beast. And if she had taught me everything that she taught my other sisters without no assistance. See, my sisters had my grandparents. I mean, I had them, but I lived with my dad. And it was rough. But had I lived with my dad and my mom fully after the age of 10, this wouldn't be the joy you get. So I choose, again, make a choice. My perspective isn't, some days I have my moments because I miss my mama, but other days I remember, like, if she was here, I would be a thug. Or like my breasts. I used to think they were a curse. So I had a reduction. And now that I'm grown, I used to regret it. And I still have my moments because, again, I'm human. But then I remember and I flip it because everything is about perception. So I'm like, had I still had them big old 38 eye breasts when I had my stroke, my heart probably really wouldn't have been able to take it. And I probably really wouldn't be here right now. So with that being said, I'm grateful to have little titties. For real, because again, everything's about perspective and perception. So you can perceive it to be all bad, or you can perceive it as a blessing. You know how, example, You about to take a certain way to your job or to your homie house or wherever you're going. But then some in you click and it's like, nah, I'm going to go another way. So you go another way. Why you go another way? And then you find out the way you was originally about to go, somebody got in a real bad accident. So then you realize, that could have been me. I just saved myself. What they call that, intuition. So you use that to save your life. So you use that in everything that you do in life. Sometimes it comes, easier than others. And then other times it just takes for you to stop and think. And how do you want to perceive that? How do you want it to handle you? Like, do you want it to take over you and give you all these ill feelings and negative thoughts and tear your heart up? Because the thing you thinking about, it's okay at night. It ain't being bothered. But you, the person that's going crazy about these curses or the things you've been through, your heart is going crazy. You at risk of a stroke or a heart attack because you can't let it go, or you can't realize it was a strengthening mechanism for you. Yeah, it was a curse when it happened, but the lesson that came from it wasn't the curse. So that's the part that you embrace. Because you don't want nothing to kill you. You want to die because you lived your best life and it's your time. Don't give nothing power over you. And that's why you got to not see these curses as curses. And break those chains. Break the chains of unhappiness. Break the chains of sadness. Break the chains of resentment. Break the chains of negativity. Like, that just means anything negative that pops in your head, break that chain. It takes so much energy to be negative than to smile. It takes so much more. Now, let me be truthful. Everything ain't gonna be easy to forgive. It won't. And that cliche that you're forgiven for you, it's true. You're truly forgiven for you. That's the way you break the curse or the chains. Only way to break these chains is to forgive and take back your power. Because the more you hold on to it, again, your heart is being affected. So ain't nobody suffering still but you. Why you want to keep giving your power to some that don't deserve it? Stop. Yeah, you went through it. Yeah, it hurt. Use it. Let it fuel your fire. Let it help you help somebody else get through the struggle, because we know we all been through it. Well, I ain't going to say we all. I'm just going to speak from my experience. And I have a lot of experience in the Black community, in the Black culture. And I know a lot of my culture have experienced these curses right in the family from people in the family that pass these curses down. And it's because I don't think parents realize what they don't resolve gets trickled down to their offspring. So if you're a parent and you have some unfaced demons, you got to put your big boy drawers on, big girl panties, all that, and face them. Because whatever you don't face, you're going to pass on to your kids. And we all want the best for our children. And the only way you can get the best for your kids is to help them break chains. Or break the chains so that the chains don't exist on them. That's the way to do that. I know we grew up in households, and when I say we, I'm talking about us, because I can only speak from this experience. I can't speak from nobody else's experience. I'm not saying nobody else go through it. I'm just speaking from this experience. We have we don't talk about that type of policy in those households. And those are the demons that get passed down to our children. Even with narcotics, with alcoholism, with sexuality, like all that. we don't talk about it in Black households like we should. I know in like movies and stuff, they be having like family meetings and they get on the couch and everybody talk about what happened, blah, blah, blah. Or, like just what's going on in your life. I actually want to start doing that in my own family. I haven't started yet, but I would love to because I'm breaking chains in here. I refuse to give negative power over my children. I refuse to give it power over me, and I hope you refuse to do the same thing. Because like I said, the last thing I want for you is for you to ever be in my position. We're trying to figure it out at 40, with stroke life, with just going back to school, with the struggles. If I can prevent anybody from going through what I went through, I've already won. That's my goal. And in saying that, let me say and talk about something else for a second, maybe a few minutes. I want to raise a little bit of awareness. Because, like I said, these curses and these chains that's on us cause things like exactly what I'm going through, stroke. I had a lot of things on me that I didn't talk about because, like I said, in Black households, we don't. And I don't think I've talked about it enough. Be fast. This is the acronym, y'all. Because the first step in preventing the stroke is awareness. If you're not a stroke survivor and you don't know what these acronyms are, but I want you to know because I want to prevent if we can. Be fast. Acronyms to not prevent a stroke. Acronyms to save somebody. Acronyms for you to know if they're having a stroke. B, balance. E, eyes. That means, first of all, your balance is off. Your eyes, you can't focus. They can't look at you. Their eyes is all over the place. Face. F. The face gets droopy. This is not always, but this is the most common. Be fast. So remember, balance, eyes, face. The A is for arm. The arm is frail. Like it has no life. It has nothing. It's just there. It's flaccid. I think that's the word. It's just there. Okay. S, speech. They slur. They can't get it out. It's, we can't get it out. And then the T is time. That means it's time. ASAP. Call 911. And we want to talk about it more often, guys, because I'm not a woe is me chick, so I ain't doing that. But what I am hoping to do is, like I said, prevent. If you can catch somebody from having deficits like mine, by all means, please know what be fast. I'm gonna make something for that so you'll see it more often. But okay. Remember, stroke comes from things like these chains we're talking about. And that's why stroke bout comes up in every conversation we will ever have. Because stroke don't discriminate. But I wouldn't want it to happen to you. Because it ain't no fun. I just make it look good. But but I wouldn't want it to happen to you. And you can't wait to try to get help. I mean, you can't keep doing unhealthy things and expecting different results. So I'm just going to say, anything you're doing, balance it out. Too much of anything is bad for you. Too much exercising, too much drinking, too much drugs, too much cigarettes, too much water, too much anything is bad for you. So balance out everything that you're doing. It's real out here. And it's because of these curses and these chains that you find yourself stuck. Let me stop talking for a second and read what my boo said. Okay, alcoholism and drug addiction are symptoms of a bigger problem. There are unhealthy coping mechanisms. I can't agree with that fully. Not fully. They are, well, I guess, but I guess I can't agree with that fully, Jeff, just because alcoholism is in your blood. And you can go, and when you turn 21, everybody want to have a drink when they turn 21. And you don't realize that alcoholism is in you already. That's that curse we talk about, right? It's in you already. So when you have that drink, it's so easy for you to throw it back. And it's not because you got a problem. It's just because it's easy for you to throw them back, and you having fun with your friends, and you young and you dumb, and you just having good times. You know what I'm saying? So I I can't fully agree that it happens that way. I just know that we can't allow our curses or our life experiences, because that's what they were, life experiences. We can't allow that to hold us back or stop us from wanting more. Binge drinking is still alcoholism. Oh yeah, we're not denying that. I'm just saying it's not part of a bigger problem. It's just, they just like having fun drinking. They doing what they doing. Alcoholism is in you. It ain't a bigger problem if it's in you. It's just you being you, not realizing you got this problem. So I think it differs. It just depends. But yeah, no, it's not cool either way it go. And I'm just saying that's one of those things that's on people, and they use excuses as to why they're this way and they're that way. But you don't let nothing make you do something that you wouldn't normally do. And yes, sir, you don't let it define who you are. Never. It's going to always be something or control me in any way. Absolutely. I commend you. Let me give you a stroke clap. No, for real. No, but that's real talk. And I'm proud of you, because it's not easy to do. Because like you said, it's a real problem. And it's due to a lot of these curses that's not talked about. It gets swept under the rug. Or it gets stuck to grandma's old couch. They got all that damn plastic on it. So now you can't get the secrets off, and don't nobody know what's on the other side of the paper. But it's there. And it's just festering. And it's hurting everybody, because we don't talk about it. And that's why, as humans, we need to be open enough to talk to each other and not think that we shouldn't do counseling. Who the hell said black people don't do counseling? I think they used to say that because we couldn't afford it. Not because it wasn't good for us, but not because we were black. Yeah, no, we didn't do counseling because we couldn't afford it. But a lot of y'all can afford it now. You got big money. So we're taking back our power. We're breaking our chains. So now we're going to talk about how to break those chains. And the first way to break those chains is admitting you got chains. See, everybody I don't want to say it, but I try to be the realest. But I ain't going to say it. I'm going to say it like this. Everybody try to act like they crap don't stink. But when we boo-boo, it all stink. Ain't nobody exempt. So it's like, accept what is. Call a thing. Stop letting people manipulate you and letting you not tell what the truth is. Because when you die, it's going to come out. And it's going to hurt people differently then. Because you didn't get to go through what you needed to go through. You got to die. No, we ain't doing that. We're going to call a thing because that's the only way we get to heal. You can't heal, keep trying to sweep and pretend like something ain't happening. Yeah, it's happening, and it's happening right under your nose. And it's hurting whoever is hurting. So you got to do something about it. Because you got to remember the stuff you're going through, you ain't going through by yourself. Other people are affected by the things you do, especially if they love you. It's a team in this, baby. Ain't none of us alone. None of us alone. We all doing it by ourselves. We feel alone all we want. But our support system is in things just like what we're doing right now. Our support system comes in reaching out and being able to say, I need help. I am broken. I am damaged. And I need help. Not I need a blunt. Not I need a joint. Not I need a drink. Not none of that. But I need help. Sometimes you just need a shoulder or an ear of somebody who not going to judge you. Somebody who is going to still love you 100% no matter whatever the choice you made or whatever the chains you breaking. Because like I said, we all got chains. They just look different. Some of our chains, again, I will tell you, some of your chains around your neck, Some of your chains is on your finger. Some of your chains is on your wrist. Some of your chains is around your waist. It's chains everywhere. And no matter where your chain is located, it's meant to be broken. Because chains ain't meant to do nothing but keep you in one place. How can you grow if you stuck in one place? How? You can't. You can't. You can't even see on the other side because you're in one place and there's a mountain in front of you. So that means it's a wall. You can't see past the wall unless you're willing to climb. You got to climb for what you want. You got to search out and seek. Happiness is all in your backyard. You just got to go search it out. Sometimes you might have to dig. It ain't going to come easy. But it's worth it because you're worth it. Sometimes you feel like nobody will accept you, except or love you. Absolutely. Did y'all read that? He say, sometimes you feel like nobody will accept or love you. And then he hits you with, that's a bullshit and it's a trap. And that is a fact. There's always somebody for you. There's always somebody willing to support you. There's always somebody who's going to love you, whether even somebody is you. And that's why that cliche of you got to love yourself more than anybody else, that's because it's facts. Because you ain't going to always get the love that you're seeking on the outside. It's going to have to come from inside and radiate outward so that way nothing else can come back to you except for the love you seek. See, if you're putting it out there, can't nothing come to you except for what you accepted. So there's always going to be an avenue for you. There's always going to be love. There's always going to be light. There's always going to be hope. There's always going to be understanding and a source of peace. You truly just have to want it bad enough that you go out there and get it. Stop letting these chains hold you down and stop you from climbing to the top of where you're meant to be. Your star can't shine bright with a woe is me mentality. Why me? This a curse. My life is a curse. No. Your life is trying to strengthen you, but you're not giving it the opportunity and won't let it do what it's trying to do to teach you. Whatever you go through, you can break the chain by not being like the people who hurt you. Absolutely. Love you too, Jerry. I do. Y'all know I love you with my whole heart because y'all ain't paying me for this. No, for real, I'm probably going to start putting up my Cash App. But real talk, everything is a choice and it takes practice. I say that in every episode, y'all. And that's because it's truly a fact. Everything that you want in this life takes practice, especially if you come from what we call a cursed life of negativity and hatred and violence and drugs and anger and just mischief and extraness. If you come from a life like that, to do something different is truly going to take practice. And you have to speak those affirmations enough to where your heart starts to believe the words that's coming at your mouth. I am not cursed. I'm divine. I am not cursed. I'm strong. I am not cursed. I'm resilient. Chains only hold you down if you allow them to. You got the key. Pull them up off you. You ain't got to unlock it the nice way. It's like unwrapping a present. You know how they had the little extra little bow at the top? Not the one you get from the dollar store that you stick on there, but you know the fancy ones that they want to tie all up and put their finger in and all that kind of stuff. Hey, those you just rip them joints off, and sometimes you have little cuts. You have like whips in your hand, but you get it off. So the point is, you can get those chains off you if you choose to get the chains off. If you choose you over these so-called curses, choose you over these ill feelings, over this negative vibe that they left on you. You only keep them if you choose them. They can't stay if you don't want them. You are as happy as you want to be. A curse can only affect you as much as you let it. And everything is going to be about your perception of life. If you perceive it as negative, that's what it's going to be. If you see light, you see love, you see happiness, you see all these things, that's what it is. Don't let nothing in this world stop you from shining your light and getting what you deserve. You deserve happiness. You deserve peace. You deserve to sleep good at night. You deserve to go out and not worry about nothing. I know for some of us that don't come easy because unfortunately the world we live in, but it's about choice and it's still how you walk out that door. If you walk out that door with the best intentions, with your head held high and with a real purpose, I think you're gonna be fine. Can't nothing stop you. What you saying, friend? You is smart. Talking about you is you is smart. You is the master of your own destiny. You is an amazing. It's simply because you are. You know he being funny because he told me you is an affirmation. But yes, that is absolutely fact, y'all. No, for real. And nothing, these curses, break these chains. Break them. Break them because you choose you. Stop giving away your power. Can't nothing get in that you won't let. Can't nobody steal your power unless you just give it away. If you steady feeding yourself power every day and you're practicing feeding power to yourself, can't nobody, they can't knock you off of your pedestal with yourself. That don't mean you're above nobody. That mean for your own self, your pedestal, what you set for yourself, the queendom, kingdom, whatever it is. Can't nobody knock you off because you set this for yourself. We have to be strong because apparently the people who hurt us was weak and sick in the head. Facts. Always make wait. Always make moves that will help you get through the day, night, and life. I know that's my honey love, Deborah. Thank you, honey. That is so factual. Yes. People that hurt you and the curses that you feel that you've experienced, like I said, they are not curses. They were strengthening lessons. And yes, they were performed and put on your life by some sick people and some weak people who couldn't say what was or what is. But because of that, you get to break those chains. You get to do something different. You got to be like, I'm not going to raise my kids this way. I'm not going to act that way. I choose this and I choose that because once you're grown, I mean, sometimes even as a teen or a kid, you get to make those choices. And can't nobody tell you who you is. Or this girl threw me off. Can't nothing stop you from your shine. These curses, these chains that's meant to be broken. This is your sister. Okay, well, I don't know. I got a lot of sister. My real sister, I got 3 y'all. So you ain't give me no name, but I love you anyway for watching, boo. But my point is, y'all, what I'm trying to say. Don't give away your power. Don't look at things that you've been through in life as a curse. Because then it gets to stick to you and then you get to pass it down to your next generation. We don't want to pass it down to the next generation. People don't know. When I took these classes, I learned a lot with DNA. And ill feelings really is in your DNA. Things that you've been through. Oh, hey, whoa. Things that you've been through passed down to your generations. So all while you think nobody knows or nobody's been affected because you're not talking about it or it's all good, it ain't all good. Somebody been affected. You just don't know it yet. You will know though, but we don't want you to know the hard way. We want you to know the right way. What you say, honey love? Heard this today. The 3 C's of life. Choices, chances, and change. Make a choice to take a chance or else your life will never change. I love that, Marcella. Yes. Let me read just that one part again. Make a choice to take a chance, or else your life will never change. The only thing that's constant in this world is change. So you have to make a choice every day of what you choose, how you want to change. Because, based on those choices is how you're going to change. Meaning, if you make choices of negativity, like say you choose to just be mad all day because it ain't going your way and it's a bad day, it's going to change your mood in a negative way and impact the ones around you to where you're snappy on everybody you encounter because you just mad. You made that choice already because you just chose to be mad. But if you choose to at least try to be positive, it's going to be hard for somebody to piss you off because you're going to find them funny. While they trying to piss you off, I do it all the time. People want to fight me more because I laugh while they mad. Even while I'm snapping on you sometime, I got a vein to pop out my neck and I still be laughing because I got a problem. But the point is, situations teach you lessons. And in those lessons, you make a choice whether you want to let those lessons dictate who you are or if you're going to define those lessons. And every day you make this choice over and over again. So you got to choose you. And you can't let the curses, because it's really just the strengthening lessons of life, make you bitter, resentful, angry with the world. Because the world ain't set up like the things you've been through. It's the people that sit in it. And that's because they're broken. And you got to remember, the generation right before us was taught you're not supposed to cry, you got to be tough, and just a multitude of other stupid things that I personally feel that led to where we are right now, with people not feeling like they can go and get help, or with people feeling like they can't feel. I'm a boy, I shouldn't feel like this. But you a person. Yes, you are. You've been through something like everybody else. So those curses of people telling you that you can't feel this way is BS. Oh, you're welcome, honey love, because it's BS. And I feel like that is one of the things that held us down so much as a people. Because somebody said, you can't feel. And I get it. Slavery really wasn't that long ago. Like, let's be clear. But we can do something different. We can break those chains. We don't still live there anymore. We don't have to keep doing the same things as if we're slaves. We're not. Don't be a slave to the things that happen to our relatives. Don't be a slave to jobs and just not having happiness. Find your happy place. Do what makes you thrive. Do what makes you want to get up in the morning and live your best life. Do what makes the people around you soar, because we all need to soar together. This is a team effort. I know we don't die together, but while you're alive, we kind of living together. So how about we try to all make each other's lives a little bit better by not embracing so-called curses and just being there for each other and accepting one another and understanding that we've all been through something. And for the rest of our life, we're all going to go through something. And it's all about how you perceive it. Take back your power. Don't let nobody steal from you what you deserve. Your crown got many gems in it all around it. And it's blinging real hard. Now, you got to believe in yourself enough to know that you're not cursed. You're strong as hell. You keep going through what you're going through because you're strong as hell. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't keep putting yourself in a situation and expecting different results. That's the definition of insanity. But other than that, if it ain't nothing you're doing to yourself and life just keep throwing you balls, because that's what life is, a bunch of lessons, like I told you. Every ball is a lesson. Either you're going to hit it at the park, you're going to strike out, or what's the other one? You're going to have a ball where it's just there, and it's just right there lingering. That's what these curses are. Lingering balls that's just all around you, waiting on you to throw it back. Throw it to the umpire. You don't need it. Throw it back. You don't need that. Your power is in the bat. Your power is in the bat and how you knock it out. How you going to knock this ball out the park today? How you going to knock this ball out the park this afternoon? Because you know some days it's too long. You got to go a minute at a time. But stop letting these chains hold you down. You are bigger than your chains. You are stronger than your chains. That's why they put chains on you. Because they couldn't keep you down no other way. They had to chain you up. Break them chains. Couldn't nobody stop you. They put chains on you because they couldn't stop you. So stop giving away your power. Take them chains off you. Go forward in your light and your truth. Shine and be positive and know that you got this. You are beautiful. You are wonderful. And everything that you're going through was meant for you. It's strengthening you. So that you gonna show, so you may know your light is bright. And you are stronger than you think. That's why I just keep throwing it at you. It's like, you got it. You got it. And then you take the bat and you hit it. And you knock it out every time. You're going to have moments where you're going to strike out. Failure is beautiful. Without failure, you can't know success. And it takes you to fail over and over and over. Trust me, when I be hitting that open mic, I be failing a lot. But as long as I'm having fun, I don't feel like I am. Because that's why I do it. I do it for smiles. I do it to put smiles on faces and the smile. So as long as you're doing your best, that's enough. Let your light shine. Stop letting these chains take from you what you deserve. I got to keep telling you that. I got to keep reminding you that the resilience that's in you is impeccable. You are some so magnificent and don't even realize how amazing you are. Remember, chains are meant to be broken. Wounds are meant to heal. Hurts are meant to grow stronger and with love. That's what we on. Growing ourselves. Because we're taking our power back. We're taking our lives back. We're taking our hearts back. We're taking back everything that we deserve. Peace of mind. Don't forget about that crown. You are royalty. You don't need nobody else to tell you that. I'm just here to remind you that you are royalty. And your light is bright. There's nothing in this world you can't do. You have amazing strength in you. You are meant to accomplish some amazing things. But you got to fall first. So you can know what it's like to get up. So you can know what it's like to say I can. We programmed ourselves to think that once we fall, it hurt. Can't get up no more. I don't want to. And you might not want to, but you can. And you will. Because of what you possess. You're royalty. Can't nothing knock you off your pedestal but you. So keep feeding your body and your heart and your mind. I did that backwards, but keep feeding it the proper nutrients. It needs love. It needs compassion. It needs understanding. It needs acceptance. And it needs all these things from you. See, it don't matter what the world does. You got to accept you. You got to accept these things you've been through. Because in accepting these things you've been through, you accept your strength. And you accept your courage. And you know who you are. Then you love yourself more than anybody else can because you see your strength. Boy, you better know what that look like. So I'm encouraging you to remember when you're down in the wells to go but up. Put that crown on, put that lantern inside that crown and turn that joint up. Let it radiate all over your body because you ain't accepting nothing negative. Anything negative gonna bounce off you. Know that you're loved, you appreciate it, you're valued. Nothing can stop you but you. You are breaking chains as of today. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for being a part of my life, my road, and my journey. And I love you, baby. Keep going.